Shifting gears over to the Cowboys and Giants who played on Sunday Night Football. I wasn't going to talk about this because there really wasn't a story there. The Cowboys went into New York, absolutely pummeled them. Good for the Cowboys. Good for them. They're probably going to make the playoffs. I predicted the Giants would pull back. So although 40-0 is something crazy, it's a huge accomplishment, I really don't see the New York Giants doing much this year. So I'm not going to harp on this forever, although going into another team's home environment and winning is very impressive to say the least. So good on the Dallas Cowboys. Let's not harp on this forever. Cowboys won 40-0. Good for them. But this is their way of winning a title. What you saw in Sunday Night Football was their way to win a title. It can't be we need to lean on Dak Prescott to go 80 yards down the field, 6 for 7, and get a touchdown in 1:52 because there was 2:05 left on the clock and we were down by 4 points. Dak Prescott cannot carry your football team. I'm seen as a Cowboys hater for some reason. I will not understand. I'm a truther of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care enough about your team to sit there and angrily shake my fist every single day at the Dallas Cowboys. It's not how I operate. I give you an opinion. You take that opinion. What you do with it is up to you. The Dallas Cowboys formula to win a Super Bowl is through what you saw in Sunday Night Football. They need to be able to play stifling defense, maybe get a pick or two, a fumble or two. Maybe if you're really lucky, every couple of games they get a defensive score. There's no doubt in my mind that the Dallas Cowboys are going to be a top 3 team defensively, and I'm saying that as a precaution because you got the Niners. The Steelers always have a good defense, so the Cowboys, to me, can't fall any lower than 3 on that echelon of defensive teams. But the way that they're going to win a Super Bowl is not through Dak Prescott. The way the Cowboys are going to win a Super Bowl is what you saw on Sunday night. Play stifling defense. Give the ball to Tony Pollard in space. Give the ball to CeeDee Lamb when those games come to be that he needs to wake up and be the guy. But Dak Prescott throwing 42 times, 35 plus is not the formula for you to win football games. And maybe Mike McCarthy saw that. Maybe that's what the game plan was. Give it to our defense. Give it to the wide receivers who everyone tells me are amazing. And Brandon Cooks, in guys like CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, maybe Deuce Vaughn emerges late in the season. He looked good in the preseason. The offensive line is still more than capable. There's no reason why Dak Prescott can't be a tool to win the Super Bowl. He just can't be the main tool. We saw Jimmy G get to a Super Bowl, and like I've said before, although I do believe that if you don't have a 5 to top 8 quarterback, it's really hard for you to win a Super Bowl. It's nearly impossible, and that's what we've seen over the past 20 years. And I've said before, there's the Trent Dilfers, the Nick Foles of the world, guys like them, Joe Flacco getting to the Super Bowl and winning it. But for the most part, if you don't have one of those quarterbacks, it's tough. And I still don't see the Cowboys winning the championship this year, winning the Super Bowl. But this is the formula of how to get it done. More defense, more running the ball, less Dak Prescott. Get the ball out to your playmakers in space, in Brandon Cooks, in CeeDee Lamb, and this is the formula. This is how you beat the San Francisco 49ers. This is how you beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I do not think the Dallas Cowboys are good enough to beat the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think they can sustain this kind of defensive and offensive, quote-unquote, production, because they didn't do a ton on Sunday Night Football offensively. Granted, not their fault. In a rainstorm. And also, it just wasn't really called for them to have to win that game. The defense did most of it. But later in the season, it needs to be less Dak Prescott and more everybody else. If you continue to try to lean on Dak Prescott in the playoffs, you will lose. We saw it with the 49ers. We saw it with the 49ers the year before that. We saw it with the Green Bay Packers' rookie year. Dak Prescott cannot carry you, but he can help be a facilitator to get there. Lean on Mike McCarthy and his leadership, Super Bowl pedigree. Lean on that defense. Lean on the running game. Lean on the offensive line. Lean on the wide receivers. Lean on your skill position players. Not Dak Prescott. That's your best chance of winning a Super Bowl.